Hey, this is cool. Holy crap. Hey, oh wow, that looks really good right there, Bubba. Holy crap. Okay guys, I'm really gonna get into it. I'm really gonna try to finish my Brian Greene series, how to be Brian Greene, how to talk about physics, how to talk about black holes, how to talk about everything that perplexes modern man and woman. Because there are some great female scientists. What I'm going to show you is relevant to quantum physics. You need to know that it's been around. AI has been around ever since the transistor. They've been working on this ever since the transistor. Yeah. They finally got it to where it's called a 0.02 error rate. Once you get there, once you get to that 0.02 error rate, then you're cooking. You're really cooking. Just a minute. I'll show you. I did it. I actually did it, man. You're gonna love it. All right, here it is. And what does animation have to do with quantum physics? I know, but it sure is interesting. It's provocative and it's controversial. But once you're enlightened and you understand it, you realize not only are things in your world not what they seem, you can gain a very tremendous advantage over your competitors. This is called rolling with it. I'm going to show you how to roll with it. And competition is good. That's why AI is so good. Look at all the competition out there. Look at all the programs. Aren't they wonderful? Yes. But do you understand how it works? No. Do you care how it works? You should. Because it's as simple as rolling the dice. Remember that, folks. Rolling the dice. Brian Greene, are you out there? Are you listening? Hi, Carrie. All right, so we're going to take a look at this animation right here. We just opened it up. It's just a regular video and air. So we turn off the skin to show you the air. But you're still not really clued in on what that is because you're looking at Joe's junk. All right, let me turn Joe's junk down. I knew this would get a lot of attention. Anyways, check it out now. Joe's junk has been replaced with photons of invisible light and a laser beam. It is ironic that, here, let me show you. It is ironic that it uses a laser beam. You know why? Do you know what a laser beam is? It's directed light with all of the photon, it starts with a C, damn it. Point the same way. They get all the photons in the light of particles of light. They call them particles of light. And what it is, those are the photons that carry information. Do you see the information right there? That's information. Here, let me turn off the stove. Light carries information. There's all kinds of information right there. It is traveling at the speed of light, making measurements constantly. The light is the measurement, the speed of it. Because now you know where that particle is. You can place a marker on its position, and you can place a marker on its speed. Every single one of those little dots contains markers of speed and location.
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
Think of it like this. All of those little green things
Cashback on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver
are
card.
dice.
What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Yeah. Now we're getting into quantum physics inside animation.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Now you're getting close up to Joe's junk. And it's making me
Capital One
uncomfortable.
checking account. Wow, that's a keeper.
Isn't that funny?
So, where are you heading?
Here, hold on. My mouth is getting dry. I'll be right back.
Help people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
And I just thought of something. Listen to me, folks. Listen to me, folks. It doesn't matter what you see or hear or touch right now because it's already unfolded in Planck time. You see all those particles, all those blue things? It's not what it is, it's what it was a Planck time ago. Everything that you see, hear, touch, and think is a reflection, an echo. You are merely echoes of a time-space continuum. You are just a precipitation. You are just something that happened a nanosecond ago, but it took trillions of light years of time. It took 14.5 billion years to get here. Yes, you and your atoms, and you and your configuration of atoms. So that's what I was trying to teach here. This is a configuration of atoms in the time-space continuum. So there are 6 dimensions when you think about it. You got that way, that way, that way, that's 3. Then you have time, that's 4. Now you're talking about the big and the small, and then the bigger than big than you can comprehend, and then the smaller of the small that you can't comprehend. There are distances between the smallest of the small to the biggest of the big. There are distances involved. Yes, because it happened just a second ago. A long time ago? Yes, now the absolute position of the particle is, and there's only one reason for that, the absolute position and speed of the particle can be quantumly guessed as long as you have a 0.02 error rate. That means you can go 99% and still get what you want. We don't live in a world of absolutes, folks. Everything you see, touch, and hear is merely an echo off some other vibrated or time or light, or the light has already reverberated for 14.5 billion years. We're talking about an electromagnetic wave that has been traveling past the speed of light, because when you're only this big, When you're only this big, that's past the speed of light. If you're going the speed of light right here, you're going faster than speed. All right, let's get into this. I'll show you something. This way of making animation is better. Why? Well, I'll show you. I'll show you why. Just a second. It's because I now understand quantum physics. And before I didn't. And all you had to do was let go and open up your mind. Actually, I had to close my mind. How's that sound? Anybody can open up their mind, but can you close your mind? You know? I learned that from a Prince song. Okay, guys, look what's going on here. Turn a little bit of video on. Isn't this exciting? This is what this means. It means you can make this so fast, you can be like Pixar's whole year output. You can be 10 Mixamos in 5 minutes. You can destroy the competition, and competition is good. Bring it on. You know what I'm saying? You can also make $1 million a minute if you want to. It is perfectly feasible. I bet you. No, I will bet you. If you don't believe me, I'll bet you. It is possible to make $1 million a minute with this. Watch. Okay, so this is just the beginning. I haven't even done anything yet. So now I'm going to do something to it. I'm going to track it AI, but don't track the head. So basically all I'm doing is tracking the body and the hands. Think. There it goes. All right, so see those little straws? Those are NVIDIA straws. This is going 70 frames per second on a, it's like 10 seconds, 13,000 frames. No, yeah, 1,300 frames. So now look at it. Just a minute. Okay, it's best to look at it if you have something selected. Okay, so now we're looking at it with something selected. Is it accurate? Yes. Did you have to do any cleanup? No. Did it only take 5 seconds? Yes. Are the feet perfect? Yes. Is there any foot slide? No. Why? Because of quantum physics. Quantum physics made this. It rolled the dice. It said, should it be here? Then it answered itself. It said, based on what I've learned, yes. Then it goes, on this frame, where is the particle? It said the particle is right there. Then it rolled the dice and it said, well, what's the chances of that? Here, let me turn off the bones. It said, what are the chances that that's there? And it said 99.9. And it said, okay, that's where the particle is. Now it's going to say, and it's talking to itself because it already learned where these poses are. It's like a cue ball. It's like a cue ball. Everybody knows there's 1,000 points of light. So there's 1,000 light cones on this pool ball, Brian Green. There's 1,000 points of light on this pool ball, Brian Green. I'm trying to talk to Brian Green right now. So that's the green joint. So there's a difference between bone movement and joint rotation. Now, bone movement don't matter. That's what it is. That's what it was. Don't think any farther than what it is. Don't, you know what I mean? It's not what it's gonna be. It's what it was. It's what it is. This frees you up. Instead of thinking about things like how to do this or how to do that, don't think. Just do. This thing doesn't think because it's already learned. There's no need to think. Did you ever think of that? Now check this out. I'm gonna put the skin on there, right? Now there's all kinds of Mixamo-skeletons we could put this on, but for the time being, I'm just gonna put on the one called male base. See it? It's just a gray, it looks like gumbo. All right, there he is. There he is. So, this is all just rolling of the dice, quantum physics. That guy that was arguing with Einstein, Niels Bohr, he was right. There is entanglement between all of these pixels. You see that, folks? Look. These are all position time markers. It shows where the particle is and was at all times. You leave it up to the magic of guessing that it does. You leave it up to that, and it will deliver this. Watch. As long as you have this is so funny. As long as your guesses have what they call a
The Michigan Lottery presents
error rate
a pop
of
quiz. It's almost as easy as new cash pop.
0.02.
Question one.
See it right
How
there
many
under my
numbers does it
name?
take to win cash pop?
Negative
A, 1.
0.02.
Question two. How many
Okay,
cash
this is
pop numbers
important.
do you choose from? Is it A, 15?
Do you see
Question
how
three.
it stays
How much
under
can you
that?
win playing cash pop? A, up to $5,000.
That red number up there,
Okay.
that
If you
is
answer
a
A, you
big
deserve a cash pop.
number.
Match one and you won.
That's-
New from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
wow, that's a big number. I mean, small-wise. See, we're living in a paradox, folks. What we see, what we hear goes at different miles per hour. There's the big, there's the small, there's the bigger than big, and then there's the unfathomably big. There is time, there is infinity. Infinity is the opposite of time. There is light. There is gravity. Now, we haven't even talked about gravity. But just think of all the implications that are garnered through quantum physics alone. I told you I was going to go all Brian Green on your ass. I'm pumped. I am so pumped for the future. Okay, so now we're going to take it one step further. We have this very nice animation right here. No post cleanup yet. We're going to put a different kind of skeleton on here. It's called UE5 Manny. Alright, this is a special skeleton. Why? Because, well, let me turn the bones back on. Because this skeleton right here has twisty joints, which means there's a link. I'm telling you folks, there's a link between the new joints and the old joints. And the new joints allow for more movement. So just remember, folks, it's not what it is. No, it is. It's what it is. It's not what it's going to be. You couldn't have a crystal ball better than this, man. I'm telling you, this is like a crystal ball when you think about it. Think about it. I just posed the question to you. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God, just a minute. That is really beautiful right here. Look, oh my God. Look at the sparkiness of the movement. It's not just movement, but it's sparkiness of movement. Okay? Like I said, our error rate is 0.02, which means you might see a little flutter here and there, which means it didn't quite capture something. But as far as money shots, there's plenty of money shots, but there's going to be some cutting room floor. There's going to be a 0.02 error rate in your movie, which is spectacular. Usually it's a 20% error rate when making a feature film. Now you're down to 0.02. You can make $1 million a minute now. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. There must be high love without it. See, I'm just fixing that real quick. I don't know why it popped like that, but anyways, you can just fix it real quick like this. What is it doing, Joe? Look, watch. I'll show you what it's doing. It's rolling the dice. So, every time, here's a fascinating aspect. Let me say this before I say that. Just a minute. There are two things at play here. There's the NVIDIA, those yellow lines, and there is the particles of light right there, represented by blue. It is transferring all of its information because light contains information. There's also an RGB value of 1 through 256. As you see, the color changes from blue to green to white. You see, that's green, that's blue, that's aqua, that's, so it's much more complex yet simple when you start really just breaking it down to what it is instead of concentrating on what you want it to be. Okay, I'm just going to give you some suggestions because quantum physics is powerful. The brain is also powerful. So when you're playing with things that act like the brain, you're going to yield some results that you never expected. Just roll with it. We're rolling right here. We just keep rolling the dice, going with it, like Niels Bohr. Quantum entanglement is real. All of these particles are talking to each other. Yo, bro, listen to me. When you have a communication network this powerful, this fast, man, it just boggles my brain, dude, all the time. I'm just like, we just made this, man. We made this fast, dude. Check this out. Oh my God, it's beautiful. You know how it does. Okay, so watch this. I'm gonna hit the button. Bam, it just rolled the dice. Bam, it just rolled the dice. Okay, so see how that foot is wrong? I'm gonna re-roll the dice on the feet. Watch. Boom. Oh, dope! All right, folks, so now I'm going to use AI on the whole damn thing. It's going to really boggle your imagination, okay? Watch this. It's going to do it all in 1 second. No, a half a second. Dude, look at what it just did in half a second. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Okay, let me add a touch of jitter removal. My goodness, folks, that's beautiful. Alright, so now it's jitter removed and it should look smoother. Here, let me touch the bones. So you're rolling the bones like dice every time. Oh my God, this is beautiful, man. It ran AI and everything in 1 second. Okay, so now we're gonna get down here to another part of the animation that is much, much longer. 8,000 frames. Okay, we're gonna see really what this can do with 8,000 frames. Just a second. Whew. Wow, that's something else right there. I just felt the power surge. Get ready to feel a power surge, guys. Ready? Go. Go. 60 frames, 70 frames per second, 80 frames per second. It's accelerating, folks. You're gonna feel like Niels Bohr and James Webb. No, not James Webb. The other guy that discovered that the universe was expanding. Now I believe him. Now I believe him because I've never played with speed like this before. This speed is blinding. This speed is blinding my attitude. Oh, this is wild. Look at the speed, folks. Look at my Speedo. Hey, if you don't like speed, you can look at my Speedo. Hey! Just kidding. But it's doing it. NVIDIA's doing it. Quantum physics is doing it. Light is doing it. We are using Mother Nature's forces. That's dope. It's finishing up. It's AI on everything right here at 69 frames per second. Watch. When I go backwards, it's gonna take 1 second. That's acceleration. That's like going light speed between here and here and going from light speed from here past the outer reaches of the solar system. Oh my freaking God. Get the frick out of here, man. That was beautiful, man. Dude, check this out, man. So, you can be more expressive, more body expression with, the twisty bones. The twisty bones themselves in the UE5 skeleton add... Oh, I forgot, folks. I need to put the Unreal logo up in here. I am doing Unreal stuff. I'm not scared. Here it is. I got it. Here. Oops. Oh ho. That's big. Don't make it bigger than Twitch though, because they'll get mad, they'll get jealous. Let's see right around here. So, folks, we did it. It's already done. I don't have to even do anything, but if I do anything, I'm just gonna jittery move a little bit. That is just a beautiful result that happened in seconds. Now, we know it's longer than a minute, so potentially this time slice here is 5 minutes. I can sell that for $5 million. Why? Because I can. And if you can't, nobody else can. You know what I mean? That's competition. Nobody can make on the planet Earth animation faster than me. There's nobody better. I believe it now. You are only what you believe you are. Why? Because thought is an electromagnetic wave. Look, don't yell at me, bro. Look, I just showed you something that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. I taught you like it taught itself. We learned together that you don't need a mocap suit to use Mother Nature. A mocap suit is not Mother Nature. A mocap suit is not quantum physics. A mocap suit is not a laser beam. A mocap suit is not invisible light. A mocap suit is not me in my underwear. You know I did that for one gun, right? Hey! Woo! Hey, one gun. Eat my grits. No, kiss my grits and eat my dust. You living meme. I love that. Living meme. I'm a living meme, mama. Hey! God, that's so sick. Now watch this. I'm gonna put things on it. Hey, I'm gonna put some things on it, baby. Hey. Look at this. Oh, that looks beautiful. You can see the exaggeration in the twisty joints. You know what I mean? Oh, God, this is so crazy. So I hope you got something out of this, folks. I was just trying to teach you how to look at the world differently, because that's all you do all day, is you look at the world differently. And when you go to sleep, you separate, you go to oblivion. When you sleep, you go to oblivion. And then you wake up again. That's the duality of life. It's quite a paradox at all angles. That way, 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 that. All those ways that we're whizzing around the universe, man. You're not sitting still in a chair watching me. No. It's only what you believe it is. So believe it. And just don't fight it.